Yo, so guys, and welcome back to a brand new HMS news video. Today we're going to be talking about the MotoGP 2021 rider lineup, and we're just going to go in a random order, but we're going to go, by manufacturers. So we're just going to get those teams, all kind of together with the manufacturer. Yeah, we're going to start off with the Yamaha squad, the Monster Energy Yamaha squad. Fabio Quartararo replacing Valentino Rossi, and then obviously keeping Maverick Vinales, Top Gun Maverick, for a couple more seasons. And very good partnership, good little partnership. I think both of them have potential to obviously become world champions. Obviously Maverick needs to sort out a couple things on race day, and well, so does Quartararo. Honestly, we've seen some weekends where the race comes and he does flop a little bit, but really good partnership. It's a young partnership, full of potential. It's going to be very interesting to see how Quartararo adapts into the full factory team, obviously full factory support, more mechanics, more people around him working with him. It's going to be very interesting. And then the other Yamaha team, the Petronas team, they will be keeping Franco Morbidelli, and then obviously Valentino Rossi will be joining this squad for a season alongside his academy rider. Obviously Franco Morbidelli, he's a little student, I guess you could say. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they go together. I feel like they're going to be a great partnership. I feel like they're going to work pretty well together, and I definitely feel like they're both going to be fighting at the front. Obviously, we've seen Franco Morbidelli this season, win some races here and there, and be fighting at the front. So I feel like, having Rossi in the team also is going to push him forward even more. He's a great rider, and obviously Valentino Rossi, he can still put in those good results here and there. So I definitely feel like, that this is another good team there in the Petronas squad, and obviously Valentino Rossi will help out this squad quite a bit, obviously with his experience and knowledge of MotoGP. I feel like he will push the team into a better direction, with setups and stuff like that, get them better understanding of MotoGP. Obviously a new team, relatively new, they've only been in MotoGP a couple seasons, so very good there. That's two Yamaha teams. Moving on, we're going to go to Ducati now, with Jack Miller in the factory team, and then obviously Francesco Bagnaia, a new rider lineup for them, promoting both of the Pramac riders into the full factory team. So a very good lineup. Obviously we've seen Jack Miller perform really well this year on the Ducati, and we know that Bagnaia has heaps of talent, maybe a little bit inconsistent, some tracks he's not really blending well with the bike and the feeling and the confidence and that, but we have seen when he does connect well with the bike, he's a very, very fast rider and full of a lot of potential, and he's another one of Valentino Rossi's academy riders. So, they're all joining MotoGP now, they're all at the front, and it's definitely very interesting to see. Moving on to the Pramac team, we have Johann Zarco and Jorge Martin. Once again, another new lineup for the Ducati team. Jorge Martin obviously coming in from Moto 2, from the KTM Red Bull team. Well, it's obviously not a KTM, but has that branding of KTM. And then obviously Johann Zarco coming from Avinti, had a good season on that Ducati, had some really good, good strong results, and completely destroyed Tito Rabat. So good season for him, and it obviously earned him that promotion into a slightly better team, with more support and a better machine in general. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they go. Obviously Jorge Martin being a rookie, it's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to the Ducati. Will he struggle? Will he adapt quick? Who knows? But Johann Zarco, he's obviously going to be interesting to see, how he goes on a better Ducati. Obviously this season, having a slightly older machinery to the other riders. So that's going to be very interesting to see. And we have the Avintia squad, where we have ENEA'BASTIANIN coming in from Moto 2. Obviously will be a rookie, had a pretty good Moto 2 campaign, obviously a championship contender, picked up some wins and podiums here and there, so he's coming from a strong campaign. And then we have Luca Marini, who will be replacing Tito Rabat, who obviously did have a contract for next season, but the Avintia team, you know, they just decided that they just don't care about that, and they've obviously signed Valentino Rossi's brother into the team. So it's going to be very interesting to see, you know, how these two riders adapt into MotoGP on board of the Ducati. Hopefully it goes well, and it's going to be interesting obviously to see how Valentino Rossi's brother goes in MotoGP. Obviously there's been a lot of anticipation, a lot of push to get him into the MotoGP, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, how he adapts, and if it was worth all the struggle to get him there. And obviously we'll soon see, you know, next year on board, like I said, the Avintia Ducati. Possibly the final season that we might see the Avintia team. Obviously there's all those rumours that they could be turning into a Sky VR46 team, or maybe even a Leopard Racing, who knows. But that's it for the Ducati family. Moving on to Honda. We have obviously Marc Marquez and then Pol Espargaro, who will be joining the Repsol Honda team, obviously replacing Alex Marquez, who will be going to the LCR team. Pol Espargaro, going to be very interesting to see how he adapts to the Honda. Obviously KTM is a pretty kind of wild bike, I guess you could say, also, you know, similar to the Honda, and you could say that Pol Espargaro's riding style will suit the Honda quite nicely also. It's a very similar style to Marc Marquez, so it's going to be interesting to see, you know, whether he does end up adapting to that Honda, and see if he can be, you know, a contender, a threat for Marc Marquez. Obviously both of these riders being rivals all the way back in 125s and Moto 2, so it'd be, you know, quite interesting to see an aggressive rivalry out on track between them both in MotoGP. And then the LCR team, obviously Alex Marquez and Takaki Nakagami, who has also, you know, had a pretty good season. Also Alex Marquez having a good rookie season, obviously picking up a couple podiums, and you know, Nakagami, he's getting better and better also. So good little partnership, good little team. Obviously they both going to have factory support next year also, so Honda giving all of their bikes factory support, similar to how, you know, Ducati give factory support to Pramac, and you know, KTM have all their factory bikes also in the Tech 3 team. So that's going to be interesting to see how that all unfolds for the Honda team. But yeah, that's the riders. Moving on to the KTM family. We have Brad Binder and Miguel Oliveira in the factory team, and then in the Tech 3 team we have Danilo Petrucci and then Iker Lecuona. Very good little KTM family, you know, the whole kind of family tree in general from Moto 3 to Moto 2 to MotoGP is full of talent and very good. And also it's going to be interesting to see, you know, Miguel Oliveira on the full factory bike. And it's going to be interesting to see also Danilo Petrucci on a KTM, obviously leaving the Ducati family, see how he goes. And, you know, Iker Lecuona, he's getting better and better every weekend. You know, he's getting, you know, quicker and quicker, and getting more confidence on the bike. And it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if he can continue that kind of form into next season and get better and better, and maybe even, you know, fight at the front, maybe fight for a couple podiums here and there. Would definitely be the goal. Moving on to the Suzuki family, obviously only having the one team. They're going to be keeping Alex Rins and Johann Mir. Very good partnership, obviously, in this Suzuki family. Both of them very strong riders, and always at the front, you know, getting those podiums, fighting for the race wins, and challenging for the championship. And it's a very good partnership, a very healthy partnership. And yeah, I feel like we might not see changes in Suzuki for a while. I feel like that this partnership they have is a very stable one, and I feel like there's no reason to change it up. So yeah, that's Suzuki, Alex Rins and Johann Mir. And then for Aprilia, we have Alicia Spargaro, obviously staying with the team, been there for a while now. Hoping to have a better bike, you would have thought. You know, he's had a couple of seasons now asking for the same things, and Aprilia really haven't delivered. But yeah, he will be staying at the team. Obviously the best rider they've had in the Aprilia team. He has always beaten his teammates in a pretty dominant way. And as for the second bike, we have Smith, or the Italian Salvadori. We don't know who's actually going to be riding the bike. There's going to be a head-to-head in the winter testing, and one of these two will get the seat. But on the actual entry list, it is Salvadori. You know, maybe we might see him. Now, obviously, he didn't do too bad in the couple races he did do, but nor did Bradley Smith, honestly. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of these two get it. We will leave it down in the comments when Aprilia decide, but it is going to be down to winter testing. I'm not sure if it's only going to be this next one or if it's going to be all of them. I'm not really too sure how many testing there is this year, yeah guys, make sure to come back to the video to see what Aprilia do, or we'll be sure to you know, upload a video or upload something on our socials when it is officially confirmed. But that is the official lineup for next season. Which one is your favorite? Make sure you leave it down in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe for more content as always, and I'll see you with a brand new video very soon.